On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on? A blessed and wonderful Tuesday evening to each and every person out there tuning in to On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, you don't know how we do it over on this side. So we have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we're going in a Jamaica. So what you know, my peeps, the first thing that we are going to talk about is coming out of this morning's set of stories where I made mention about your favorite dancehall artist, Squash, taking the plea deal with the FBI. Yeah, man. Smartest thing you could ever do. So if you miss this morning's vlog, please go back and check out that story so you can get a better understanding of what I'll be speaking on. So Squash take the plea deal from the FBI. Give them a bag of information long so now he will be going back to court on the 3rd of September for his sentencing. So Squash will be spending a few years, not for sure how many years he'll be getting because of the plea deal. But I am basically stating that he will probably get anywhere between 5 to 10 years behind bars. And I would say that sentence may run closer to 5 than 10. Now this picture presently on your screen of your dancehall artist, who is definitely not among the smartest, Squash, depicts exactly what he did to himself. Him put a can to the side and one ahead. Yeah, man. So whilst he was there parading around on Instagram Live, him and J-Man and Fredman and the rest of the 6 clan, everybody did a hype the man. Yo, I'm a general. Yo, I'm a done. They strap them this and they strap them that. Yeah, man. Where the cheerleaders, them they know Squash. Where the ones and ones them they were used to bash on the Spot News Media, cuss him out, and other like-minded vloggers for calling you out on your criminal intent and actions. Where are your cheerleaders? No, I don't see or hear from one of them. I say free Squash man. Me no hear no artists I big you up with the exception of Big Idiot Malidan. Yeah, man. So this just goes to show you, my peeps. Don't watch the hype. Don't be like a decent kind of supplicant. No make nobody boots on up. Yeah, man. But this definitely serves well for not only Squash man, but also for Jamaica. Because Squash spending his time in an American prison cell works well for Jamaica. If he was deported back to Jamaica forthwith, trust and believe, it would have caused some problems and more than likely cost some lives, to include his. So I guess it's a win-win situation for Squash and also for Jamaica. Now, I know say enough of the ones and ones them never remember this criminal element here, you know. Jareem Shelton, aka J-Man. The same criminal element we used to pose up with bass trap with Squash on the Instagram Live and other social media platforms. So now for those who may have forgotten, J-Man, they are prison, a Farin, well, in their jail. He's also awaiting trial for the double fatal knockings and clappings of two. We are talking about Jeffrey Murray, otherwise known as Ford Lad, and Dwayne Francis, otherwise known as Muscleman. Now that double fatal knockings and clappings took place in Lauderhill in Fort Lauderdale in Florida. And boy, time really run fast, because that knockings and clappings took place on October 19th of 2022 and at 2025 now. So basically, it's almost 3 years since that knockings and clappings go on. Now, J-Man court matter is set for trial this year. And his trial dates are as follows. It should run from the 10th of November through to the 21st of November this year, unless we get some unforeseen changes. Those are the trial dates set for J-Man's trial surrounding the double fatal knockings and clappings of Ford Lad and Muscleman. Yeah, man. So right there and then, my peeps, I hit that as it relates to the crumbling, the downfall of the notorious G-City gang. Yeah, man. Now back to local silent now, my peeps. So in this morning's vlog, I also made mention that 8 criminal elements would have made good their escape from the Constant Spring lockup. Now the JCF is now confirming that it was not 8 but 9 escaped their custody. The JCF is also now stating that 1 of the 9 has been recaptured since this morning, and the one that is presently back in the custody of the police has since been identified as 45-year-old David Roden, said to be of a Malvern Avenue address in Kingston. Now, the criminal elements who are still on the run, I have photographs of some of them. So look on your screen to see if you can identify the ones that we have photographs of. Now, they are as follows. 19-year-old Alonzo Espute, said to be of a Cassava Peace address in Kingston 8. He's charged with the offense of a fatal knockings and clappings. The next one, 27-year-old Brandon Ennis, said to be of a Belvedere address in Red Hills, and he has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon. The third criminal element has since been identified as 23-year-old Talik Chambers, said to be of a Burlington Avenue address in Kingston 10. He has been charged with the offense of identity theft. The next criminal element has since been identified as Dariq Douglas, said to be from Upper Oxford Street address in Kingston. He was charged with wounding with intent, shooting with intent, and malicious destruction of property. So also at large is 18-year-old Frey Messias, who is charged with a hold on and take. The next one has since been identified as Richard Bishop, 19 years old, charged with burglary and larceny. And 31-year-old Junior Anthony Barnes, who is charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Now, the last criminal element, but most definitely not the least, has since been identified as Kamal Kelly, 25 years old, come from Manenzil district in Stonehill, St. Andrew, and he was charged with knockings and clappings with intent. The JCF says the men cut their way through a grill and a metal door. I don't know how they managed to do that, and the police not hear nothing. They fled custody shortly after 1 a.m. The police high command is now stating that they have launched an investigation at the highest level and urgency to basically investigate what happened. They stated that they have deployed resources island-wide to recapture the remaining escapees. And members of the general public, you too are also informed that the criminal elements that are out there at large, if you are caught in their company, you are liable for prosecution. Yeah, man. So harboring a known fugitive / escapee is definitely a crime punishable by law. Yeah, man. Now the next thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is still in the St. Catherine North Police Division, a section known as Iron River. The police, them get a fatal knockings and clappings. A brother identified as Kamal Taylor, but them call him Mark. Some people know him as Papa San in the streets. Said to be 34 years old, said to be a laborer of the Iron River district. He was taken out in a hail of bullets by armed criminal elements. Now the Constant Spring Police is presently investigating. Now another firearm was taken off our nation streets. It took place along Stanton Terrace, which is in the policing area of the Matilda's Corner police station. Now the firearm is said to be a pistol, but the model and serial number was not ascertained. It was seized by police personnel during a targeted raid at an open lot. No one was taken into custody in relation to that find. Now the next thing that we're going to talk about now is coming out of the St. Catherine South Police Division, where the Old Harbour Police have launched an investigation surrounding the loss of life of a 42-year-old man whose body was discovered inside his house in an advanced state of decomposition Monday night. The deceased man has since been identified as Victor Timmel, but them call him Defy in our streets, said to be unemployed from Sargood Lane in Redground District in Old Harbour, St. Catherine. Now reports reaching on the Spot News Media would suggest that sometime around 7:30 p.m. the police received information that a body was found with burnt marks inside a one-bedroom house. It is stated that upon the arrival of the police, the body of Timmel was found. The scene was processed by the police and the body removed to the morgue for post-mortem investigations to be conducted. So right now, my peeps, the Old Harbour Police is presently investigating. Yeah, man. Now the next thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is coming out of the Clarendon Police Division. Right over there so in Amoko, right at Pleasant Hill, round one part named Sandy River. A 25-year-old female said to be from a Pleasant Hill address, but she come from round a Mason River part there so. She end up get can up, but when she got hospital, she had tell the doctor them, say is her fridge explode and injured her. But after careful examinations by the doctor, guess what go on, my peeps? The doctor them determined say I lie the girl I tell. I shot the girl get shot and I tell them be a fool story. I try to cover for somebody. So right now the Maypen police is presently investigating. Now the next thing that we're going to talk about, the police them put on a decent spot of work right round at Juno Crescent there so. The same like a dirty place where on the Spot News Media did blast a few years ago. Whole heap of criminal elements pack up road at Juno Crescent. So the police them go so bop and run in a 16 Juno Crescent and seized a prohibited weapon. Now the prohibited weapon is said to be a black Beretta 9mm pistol with serial number intact. They seized it with a magazine fitted in the weapon containing 3 live 9mm rounds of ammunition. The police stated that they were on mobile patrol and one female was taken into custody in relation to the seizure. Yeah, man. So right there and then, another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.